Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready to dive deep into another juicy topic?
Always up for a deep dive. What do we have today?
So, we're tackling a word that, let's be honest, has become kind of a lightning rod lately. Woke.
Ooh, yeah, that one's definitely got some baggage.
Big time. We're taking our cues from YouTube video, What Does Woke Mean? It's on a channel called Wake Up Jacob. And just a heads up, he's looking at this through a pretty specific lens, the Bible.
Interesting. So not exactly the usual political or social justice angle you tend to hear.
Right, so before we get too far, let's make sure we're all on the same page. What's Jacob's definition of woke?
Well, for him, woke is all about spiritual awakening. He sees it as like a call to action for people of faith, to shake off what he calls spiritual slumber.
Okay, so far so good. But what does that actually look like? Does he give any examples?
He does. He actually has this really powerful quote. It kind of sums it up. He says, woke isn't just a trendy term.
I mean, it's definitely trendy.
Totally. But he's saying it's way more than that. He goes on to say it's a profound spiritual awakening. It's a call for the Most High's people to rise from spiritual slumber and reclaim their divine identity.
Wow. Okay, so we're talking about a pretty intense personal transformation.
Yeah. And what's fascinating is how different this is from the way woke gets tossed around in, say, the news or social media.
It's like he's almost reclaiming the word, giving it a whole new meaning.
It's like he's saying, hold on, let's not forget the deeper spiritual aspect of this. And he brings in some interesting biblical passages to back it up.
Like what? Which verses does he use?
Well, he kicks things off with 1 Thessalonians 5.21. It's all about carefully examining everything and clinging to the truth.
Okay, so there's that element of discernment, not just blindly accepting things, but really digging deep.
Exactly. And then he goes to Isaiah 29.10. This one talks about a deep sleep where people have lost sight of their purpose.
Interesting. It connects back to that spiritual slumber idea he was talking about.
Right. He's weaving these verses together to build his definition and to really drive home the point about being lost and needing to wake up. He uses Romans 11.8.
What's that one about?
Romans 11.8, it talks about spiritual blindness and deafness, and he doesn't stop there. He also pulls in Romans 13.1.
Okay, laid it on me. What does that one say?
It basically emphasizes how crucial it is to wake up. Now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Wow, I'm starting to see how he builds his case. It's definitely not just about being aware of social issues. It's much more personal, like you said.
Definitely. He's talking about a fundamental shift in your whole worldview, how you see yourself, your purpose. And this is where he brings in the role of prophets.
Okay, prophets. How do they fit in here?
So he argues that prophets have always been there to, shake things up, to challenge the status quo and call people back to their faith. And he believes we still need those voices today.
To wake people up, essentially.
Exactly. To remind them of their true identity and purpose.
So if we try to connect this back to how woke is used today, it's almost like he's suggesting a deeper level of action. Not just changing society, but transforming yourself.
That's such an interesting point. It adds another layer to the whole conversation, doesn't it? And this leads to another big point Jacob makes. The importance of Scripture.
Yeah, he actually asks viewers to leave comments with their own scriptural takes on woke.
He's really encouraging people to engage with the text and find their own meaning, which makes sense, right? Different people can interpret things in different ways, especially when it comes to religious text.
For sure. So much of it is about personal understanding. After this deep dive, what are your thoughts? What does woke mean to you now?
You know, before I might have just had a surface level understanding, but Jacob's perspective has really broadened my view.
In what way?
Well, it's made me realize that woke can go so much deeper than just the political or social. It can be about personal awakening, spiritual growth, finding your purpose. It's a powerful reminder that even a simple word can be so complex, so multi-layered.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of these deep dives, right? They force you to look at things in a whole new way.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, thanks for joining me on this unexpectedly deep dive into the world of woke.
My pleasure. Until next time.